Hey guys, it's Shy and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing a get ready with me. I am showing you guys how I get this eye look right here. It is a cut crease with some very sunset colors. I had just gotten my new pigments from Yalorde lashes and I am obsessed with them. They literally have every color of, oh, there's a lash stuck to them. Every color of neon pigment, and I was so excited to play around with them. We did also play around with some of the Electra Cosmetics glitters, so just a really fun, bright summer look. And it was actually overall super duper easy to do as well. So anyways guys, if you want to get ready with me and are curious on how I got this look, keep on watching. Guys, so let's go ahead and get started. All I have on right now are my brows, concealer around my brows, and I did set my lid space. We are going to be going in with this ColourPop palette. This is one of their new do-it-yourself kind of palettes where it's almost like a Z palette and these just kind of pop in and out. I set it up the same way on their website though, and of course I will definitely link it below if you guys are interested in it. But I figured I would start with this palette today because there's a lot of really great neutral shades to really build up the crease before we go in with all of our fun colors. So I'm going to first start with this shade right here and just starting this right in your crease and just build it up back and forth. And with the cut creases, it really doesn't matter. I know I always say this, but it really doesn't matter how messy it looks down here, out here, because we are gonna go back and clean it all up, so don't worry about that. So just going back and forth on each eye. This is a really good, just light brown, warm toned, neutral shade. And then I am going to now take same brush, but dip into the slightly darker one and go just right above that color. And this is gonna help us start with our little bit of our gradient. Even though we're gonna end up cutting majority of this away, it really is important to take your time building these colors up. And I always say back and forth in little circular motions. This is also my BH number 5 brush. I love this brush. I feel like it just blends product beautifully, and these BH Cosmetics products are so cheap, but such good quality. Their Take Me Back to Brazil palette is literally one of my all-time favorites. It's got the greatest colors ever in it. So moving on from that brush, I am just going to take this tiny little dome crease brush that I have, and I'm going to go into the darkest shade. And at this point, I am going to grab another mirror because that's the only thing that sucks is these don't have mirrors on the inside. So I'm going to use my little Becca bronzer mirror. And with this, I'm going to just start building it up right about where I'm going to cut the crease. So see, we got that little section kind of going on. So all I did was blend that deeper color up. Now I am going to cut the crease, and I am going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is such a good concealer. It's one of my favorites, and I use the shade C6.5. because then it is still pretty light, so any pigment on top of it will work pretty nicely. So if you are new to cutting your crease, one of the things that I suggest is putting it around here, looking up, and then following it around and using a really flat brush. The brush that I use is actually AOA Studios E131 brush. And really take your time with it as well, because you don't want to rush it. It's really not too hard. If you don't panic, don't rush it, and just remember to go right above your natural crease. If you go too low, that's when it gets really muddy and it can transfer. So it really is important to cut it nice and high. And for today's look, I am going to wing it out all the way. So one thing I always recommend too is just really just pat, pat, pat and drag down to deposit the rest of the concealer. Because if you start going upward, you can really mess up that beautiful line and all that blending you just wasted all your time doing. Just like that. So see, now we have that lovely crease going outward. And then what I like to do is try to pack my pigment on relatively quickly. So I'm going to use the Yalorde Lashes Pigment. They actually just sent this to me in PR and I am so excited. I've already played around with it and I really, really like it. So I'm definitely feeling like sunset vibe colors today. So I am going to first, let's see. First, I'm going to just undo all of these so I can go into my pigments as needed. Because these ones are kind of all stacked on top of each other. They are super bright. And I compared the neon yellow and the neon orange to my Helen E Cosmetic neon pigments that I'm obsessed with, and very, very similar in color. So that is really, really exciting because this stack of pigments is hella affordable, guys. If you haven't checked the Yalorde lashes out yet, I highly recommend it. They are some of my absolute favorites. And I have a discount code with them, so that is super cool as well. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have a bunch of these that are just stained because I use neon pigments all the time. This is my Lexi 245 small shader brush. I'm going to first dip into the neon yellow. And I'm going to pack that right on the corner, inner corner. And with pigments, it's important to really take your time and gently press as well. And then if you accidentally get it a little bit above, grab like a little brush where you can just gently wipe it back down. And when I mean gently, I mean like gently wipe it back down. Okay, so we've got that first color laid down. Next, I am going to go in with the orange, and this is just a BH Cosmetics number 8 brush. And this is a pretty neon orange. And again, those stamping motions are so important. And then tapping it off and tapping your pigments into each other. So it's gonna give us our really nice blend. And then you can always take like the first neon pigment brush and tap over, just back and forth, because you really want it to blend out nicely. When it has that harsh line, it's really, really odd. So just tapping. You can also use pigments wet. I like the way that they blend dry a little bit easier. I feel like I get more of a gradient effect, so that's why I personally go in with them dry. Next, now that we have that down, we are gonna go into the hot pink pigment, and this is a BH Cosmetics number 9 brush. And just tapping this down. And just tap, 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 and then I am gonna grab that brush with the orange pigment on it and re-tap that over so that we can get more of that blend going on as well. The main thing is just take your time going back and forth, back and forth. See, so then you get that more gradient effect. So for the outer portion of the eye, I'm gonna actually use the little flat end of my Profusion brush, and I'm gonna dip into that purple pigment and just tap this down. And this one we're gonna drag down because we are gonna go out pretty far with it. And again, just tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then you get that really cool gradient. Both sides are completely done. So now we are gonna take a makeup wipe. These are the Neutrogena makeup wipes. They're my favorite. And first, get rid of any that pigment that fell underneath your eye. So if it's in the inner corner like that, getting rid of that. And then taking your mirror and we're gonna cut this out. It makes it even easier if you have nails because you can really just use the corner of your nail. Right now I don't have my acrylics on though, and you see I can still get a really precise point with it. So it doesn't matter. Just if you have nails, this step will be even easier is all I'm saying. These makeup wipes make it so easy, and as I always say on my channel too, you can do the same thing with tape. Tape irritates my skin, so I try not to use it, but if you're more comfortable with tape than using makeup wipes, do whatever is easier for you. Okay, so for primer, I'm gonna first go in with my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer and just do a couple squirts of this. And I like to rub this really into the skin. I honestly forgot about this primer for a little bit, and then I was cleaning my stuff out and I'm just like, why haven't I used this in forever? And then I'm gonna go over it with the Milk Primer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip. It is the best primer that's ever existed. Way better than the Tatcha Silk Canvas, way cheaper than the Tatcha Silk Canvas. You need it. A good dupe for it though is also, let me grab it, the NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer. I absolutely love it so much. It reminds me of the Milk Hydro Grip so much. It's just so good. That one I absolutely am obsessed with. So while this gets nice and tacky, I am gonna actually grab my foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in light beige. I haven't used high-end foundation in forever, and I just kind of felt like treating myself today. And I really used to love this primer, or not primer. I really used to love this foundation, so giving it a little shake. And I am gonna go in with my ginormous sponge. This is the Real Techniques body sponge, and just doing a couple squirts. And let's just start bouncing this over the skin. The foundation is all blended in. I honestly cannot remember why I stopped using this because it looks really nice. If I actually remember correctly, I think I stopped using this just because my skin was so oily. My skin's been under control a lot more lately. I don't know what is going on with it, but like, thank you God, please stay like this for a while. For concealer, I am going to use my Maybelline Age Rewind in Light. This is one of my favorites, and you can get it at the drugstore, which makes it even better. Right there, a little bit right there. Boom. You just want to put it in any areas that you want highlighted on your face. So I like to, of course, you want to do the center because it brings all the attention to the center of the face. And it is slimming on the face too. All right. And just pouncing. This stuff blends out so good. Setting powder, we are going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's just so good. I just got a new one too, and I'm so happy about that. So just taking a good amount, and we are gonna set underneath the eyes. I tend to not really bake. I just like to press all of the powder into my skin, and I feel like that helps me still get a really nice set base, but it doesn't settle into my fine lines. And then just a little bit more to, of course, set the forehead. See how it instantly takes away all that shine and brightens just a tad bit more? I love it. And then I like to set the rest of my face with my Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder. This one is in the shade Soft Beige. And this one just adds any little bit of additional coverage over the acne scars that peek through, because I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. But you know what? It's okay, because makeup can cover it. And then I just like to gently press it around my nose as well. But this just gives me such a flawless finish, this powder combo. It is so good. You can use it with really any foundation, it doesn't matter. So I am gonna quickly just contour and finish the rest of my base off camera. It's the same steps that I always use, and I will be right back to finish up this look. Okay, so base is done. Just went in with my Cover FX contour palette, my Becca bronzer, and my little Tarte blush palette. I actually got this in my Boxy Luxe. I went in with this shade right here. Oh my god, I love this palette so much, guys. Okay, so moving along, I'm gonna actually put on some lip oil. I recently got this from Glitz Cosmetics, and I really like it. It's a lip oil, and it actually has rose petals in it, so it's really good for your lips. I'll just do a little bit. It's been keeping my lips really soft. And like honestly, if you just want to do it on its own, it gives you like that little bit of like a glossiness, which I think is really cute. So going into the lower lash line, I'm gonna grab that ColourPop palette again, and this is my Peaches and Cream PC22 brush, and I am gonna go in with this shade right there and just buff it underneath, just so we have a little bit of brown underneath the eye. I think that'll help pull it together, so we have a little bit of neutral underneath here. I like doing that sometimes. I think it'd been really pretty if I like repeated it as well, but I want to do more of like a brown. And then for my inner corner, ooh, I don't know what I want to do. So I wanted to add in some yellow glitter. So I either have this yellow glitter, oh, maybe this one. So this is, I was either gonna use my Trixie Cosmetics glitter. I'm just gonna show you guys like how freaking pretty is that. Or, as I spill glitter everywhere, or I have this glitter from Electra Cosmetics that I got at DragCon as well, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with this one just because it's a little bit closer to the actual color that's there. Now I am going to, let's see, how do I want to apply this? I think I'm going to actually take some eyelash glue and use this to set it down. So taking it right here, and then very quickly grabbing the glitter and setting it down. And this, I'm just moving like slowly with it because I really don't want it to go all over the place. I just want it to stick where I put the lash glue. Boom. See, so we have that little bit of extend of glitter in there. I'm gonna quickly do it to the other eye and be right back. So glitter is set. I hope it shows up on camera as pretty as it looks in person. It's like a pastel, like neon yellow with blue glitter reflex. It's so pretty. The color is called Citrine from Electra Cosmetics. I think I'm gonna go in with these lashes from Yalorde Lashes. This is the style Hey Boy. Look at these. These are so freaking pretty. Let me see. Let's see here. I always like to kind of like lay them down to see how it'll look. Oh my god, yes, bitch. Okay, so I am gonna grab my lash glue. Just gonna use my duo because it's what's here right now. I actually really like the Yalorde Lashes lash glue as well. They recently sent it to me and I've used it the last couple of days and my lashes have stayed on freaking beautifully. So that's been really exciting. So just painting on a little bit of lash glue for that, and then I am going to draw a small line of black across my eyelid with my NYX Epic ink liner. And this is just so that the lashes will lay nice and flat and you won't see the lash band. But I'm not going all the way out because again, we did wing out that purple and I do want it to have its moment. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. And to put on the lashes, I like to put the lash glue on first so that they get tacky. That's one of the most important things about lashes, is making sure that they get nice and tacky. These lashes are freaking gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my God, I live. And their lashes are so freaking lightweight. I don't know how they do it. However you do it, it's magic. I'm just gonna plop these bad boys on. And, oh no, I lost the little sponge that goes in here. Where did I put you, little sponge? How do things disappear? Does that ever happen where something literally disappears directly in front of you and you're just like, how? How? I literally have not moved from this spot. I cannot. Look at those lashes. Oh, I live. Okay, I'm gonna pop the other one on, guys, and I will be right back. Now that lashes are on, it is finally time to highlight. I am gonna use this AOA Studios E126 brush, and this is my Beauty Bay Brilliance palette. I am going to dip into Charmed. This one is so reflective. What's this? Oh, it's so good. Look at that. Oh, I live. Ah, like a piece of hair, I can feel it. Okay. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my God, I love this Beauty Bay palette so freaking much. And then I am going to top it with my Almay Make Them Jelly highlighter in 24K Dreams. This is a gold glitter jelly highlighter. So what I like to do is press in and just go right over, and it's gonna give it a little bit of a gold sparkle, which just makes it so freaking pretty, guys. These Almay glitter highlighters are some of my favorites, and I feel like nobody talks about them and I don't understand why. And then for liquid lipstick, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in Push Up. So it's just a really good nude. Let's see. And then for setting spray today, I am going to use the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. I love the way that this feels. And that is it for today's look. This is the eyes up close so you can see them a little bit better. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this fun little bright makeup look. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!